Hey guys, Denise and Neil here with the TOWTalk podcast. How y'all doing now? Breaking news. We're going to be doing that. Like when new stuff comes up, we're going to be doing breaking news. We are going to be like the Midas touch of the of Town Wallkill. But anyway, so what we want to talk about, it's a crazy time. We've seen a lot of stuff going on here. So we want to talk about sort of community, getting together with our neighbors in our neighborhoods. And, we have to start, we're very, very connected. We're on the TV, we're on our phones, we're on our computers. But what we're forgetting to do is talk to each other. And so we want to talk about community and ways we can organize within our neighborhoods, with our neighbors and our friends, and just build a network of resistance to what is going on in our country right now. So Neil has been reading a very interesting book that sort of gives some ideas and explains what's going on and ways that we can fight back. So Neil, why don't you tell us about what you've been reading? Sounds very interesting.
I just started reading it. I literally just started reading it, so I'm not too far along on it yet. So I apologize. The book that I'm reading is How to Stand Up to a Dictator by Maria Ressa. She was interviewed on the Daily Show with Jon Stewart on Thursday night. I found what they had to say very interesting. It definitely bears listening to. And, one of the things that she did talk about was community. And one of the things I got from the interview, as well as the beginning of the book, is, it's important that we start talking to each other and we start listening to each other, and it's important that we get involved at a local level. What that means, I think it's for each local level to kind of figure out on their own. But from our standpoint, I think what Denise and I are doing and what we've been encouraging people to do is speak up. Let's hear your voice. We're interested in hearing what you have to say. You oppose what we have to say. Come on, let's have a conversation about it. Let's talk. We don't have to yell at each other to have a conversation. Maybe you change my mind. Maybe I change your mind. Who knows?
Exactly.
But these are in order to gain a better understanding of each other, we need to talk to each other.
We need to open the lines of communication and be willing to listen. That's the problem. I think we spend so much time shouting over each other and that nobody really hears. There's no messages are getting through. Go ahead.
No, I was reading an article about segregation in the South when they were doing integration of school busing. And it was very interesting that there was this one school where they had the Grand Wizard of the KKK, right? And they had this woman, this black woman on the other side. And the two of them were helping to integrate this school. But the first step was they had to listen to each other. So they got into a room and they were each asked to bring something that represented their community and what was important to them. And he brought his Grand Wizard uniform, his white,
the hood and
the whole. This is a long time ago, right?
Like 1950s.
And and he got booed. He got thoroughly booed, and she turned to the audience and she said, no, let's listen to him. And from then on, they started having communication and they started talking to each other, right? He eventually resigned from the KKK, right? And they started doing speaking engagements together. They developed a lifelong friendship.
Oh, that's amazing.
Right? There were movies done about it. I didn't even know that, but there were movies done about it. And I know I sound very ignorant about the whole thing and I shouldn't be talking about it, but I think it's sort of appropriate today to be.
Yeah, it speaks to the moment of where we are.
It speaks to the moment. We're not listening to each other. We're not talking to each other, and I think we just need to do more of that and understand where people are coming from and and what their goals are and try to help them meet their goals, you know?
Exactly. And unfortunately, what's really bad, and of course we are all very much attached to our devices, but our devices have become a crutch. And we communicate through that more than we do through our voices. And that's the reason why we have become so divided, because it's been so easy to sort of dazzle us with bullshit online and videos and things, and nobody is motivated to put the phone down and show up at a pancake breakfast or at a community event and actually talk to each other. And that is a horrible thing to lose, because the town of Wallkill is a very large town. We've talked about this before. We have a lot of residents here, and we surround like the letter C. We're like 3/4 of the way we surround the city of Middletown. So between
We're
both,
a donut, and Middletown is a donut hole.
yeah. Poor Middletown.
We're the
They're a
donut.
hole.
Middletown is the donut hole.
Oh man.
So our donut.
But between the city of Middletown and the town of Wallkill, we're talking what, probably 40, 50,000 people?
60. Over
60,000 people. So there's a lot of people just here, and it's not that big of an area where we should be getting together and trying to find ways to improve our individual neighborhoods and our communities, and how we can work together to make life better overall. Not just through, and obviously through voting, and not just drawing a red line or a blue line through through your ballot. And the way to do that is to talk to people and to get out and communicate. It's time for a grassroots movement. It's time to get together with your community. A lot of candidates across the spectrum are holding events. Get out there, get to those events. I just happened to see Michael Sussman, who's running for county executive, has been all over the place. You can't keep up with him. He's everywhere. And he's out with communities, meeting people. Go meet him. Go meet his opponent. Go, Steve Newhouse. So go meet them. See what they say.
With me. So getting back to where we started with this, the idea is start your own podcast.
Yeah.
Right? Like join us
platform
for TOWTalk, right? Like you wanna start your own podcast with somebody and you wanna join TOWTalk. We're happy to have you. Like you could be affiliated with us. You could join us here. We're happy to have you. We want to hear about your local. Start creating content for your local communities to join us and talk about these issues. Right? Let's start getting the message out. Differences.
Let's build a movement.
Sharing our opinions about what's happening locally. Right? Will only help foster a better local community for all of us. Okay? What do you want to see? What do you want to hear? What are the issues in your local community? Where do you have a pothole? Those type of things, they help everybody. Let's hear it. Join us. Start your own community. Start your own podcast. Like and share.
And let's build a movement. And if you have questions, just drop them in the comments below. If you have questions, I may do a separate episode that might answer questions about how we started, how this was an idea. I said, I want to start a podcast. And Neil, you have a lot of information about politics and the town, so let's do it. So I roped him in. And we've been doing this, and we're developing a following, and we want to grow, and we want to help you grow, and we need more people talking and getting their messages out there. So let's work together and build this thing.
You may be conservative.
Yeah.
And you may want to start a podcast too, but let's have a conversation then too.
Yeah, that's actually a great idea.
We're opening to hear all ideas. You never know. As I said, you may change our mind. We may change your mind. Who knows? It's the idea that at least we're talking to each other and maybe listening on the same in the same token.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Well, this has been great. We've got more content coming. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Leave us a comment below or a little heart. Hopefully it's positive. If it's not positive, just send me an email. And and we'll keep bringing you more content, and we will see you soon, guys. Take care.
Peace out.